YouTube! I'm too embarrassed. Prince, quiet! Hi, YouTube. I'm sorry, I'm too embarrassed to do my intro. We're doing Fairy Gala today. I'm embarrassed. Let's go! Chapter 1, Mage Stone Missing. Excuse me, head mage, we've been looking for you! He's useless, Karim. Something strange is going on. Scarabia is usually warm year-round, but it's getting a bunch of snow. We shoveled enough to get out of our dorm, only to find the Hall of Mirrors as hot as an oven. Asim, Viper, it's happening at your dorm too? The temperature has been aberrant in my office as well. It's so cold in there. Why, feathers could freeze over! Poor baby. Temperature control is on this campus is handled by fairies who draw power from a highly valuable mage stone this school maintains. Then we should go check on it on the double. Let's go! The mirror chamber. So this mage stone you mentioned is stored in the mirror chamber. Yes, it's strictly forbidden for anyone to enter without my permit. Wait a minute. Sweet merciful heavens! I'm so sorry that was so loud. Gone. God! The precious mage stone that supplies the fairies with magical power is gone! Huh? It is? Viper, summon every house warden to the head mage's office at once! Tell Karim he's the dorm leader! Oh my god, it's snowing. Why is this room so cold? It's Leona, baby! Hi! Oh, thank goodness. Octavinel's been so unbearably hot all day. I feared I was on the cusp of dehydrating into Octa jerky. It's a sauna in Ignahide. What if this fries our PCs? Requesting we shut the dorm down for emergency maintenance, sir. Quiet in the office! As you are no doubt aware, we are presently unable to regulate the temperature in buildings across campus. The cause, I'm afraid, is that the mage stone acting as a fairy power supply is missing. That's the thing you were yelling about, right? Just so. Our campus buildings are kept pleasantly livable all year round by virtue of the magic of fire fairies, water fairies, and wind fairies. Just to name a few of our many fae benefactors. With the mage stone gone, we cannot fuel the fairies' magic and thus cannot control the campus's air conditioning. Oh no! I kept it stored in the mirror chamber to avoid this precise scenario. And yet, someone has undoubtedly stolen it! The nerve! The audacity! You just said that the stolen object is a mage stone that supplies the type of magical power that fairies favor. Wouldn't it follow then that the fairies would be our first suspects? Yeah, what if the fairies took it? As I recall, there's a fae right here among us. A rather tall one at that. Did you guys finally invite Malleus to a dorm meeting? Oh, baby! Malleus, it's you! They finally invited you to a dorm meeting! That's a bold implication you're making, Ashengrotto. Are you suggesting that I, the heir apparent of Briar Valley, would stoop to common thievery? Oh, look at that sexy look on his fucking face. You could steal my $3 I got in my bank account. You could steal my social security. You want the keys to my car? Here, take it. It's yours. Perish the thought. Pardon me. I meant no offense, of course. Oh, the bullshit. Dude, the amount of power you could get from a mage stone would be a drop in a bucket to Malleus. True. He's already a balance-breaking character with that auto-filling MP gauge of his. What? Yeah, for sure. Nobody here would think for a minute that you're behind this, Malleus. Of course he wouldn't! Just, you know, if you happen to know anything relevant, it'd be nice to hear. When I was out on a stroll last evening, I did glimpse some fairies around here. A kind that I don't see very often. They were palm-sized and clad in leaves. That's pretty! There were 2 of them, and they were struggling to carry an iridescent stone. Why, that's it! That must be the missing mage stone! Must be. Do you not know what it looks like? Draconia, which way were they headed? Toward the botanic garden, I believe. He's stuck in his room. We depart at once, everyone! Make haste! Let us take a discreet peek inside. We mustn't alert our fairy suspects. Oh, they're really cute! Ah, I see some tiny fairies grounded up. They're definitely carrying an iridescent stone. That's it! That's the precious mage stone that vanished from the mirror chamber. Those fairies clad in leaves are called craft fairies. They make the tools and implements their fae brethren need to change the seasons. Look, now a different fairy is coming up, and they're carrying something. Oh my god, they have a little mushroom on their head. Is that a tiara? Oh, they've affixed the mage stone to it. Don't tell me they pilfered such a precious stone simply to use in making a countra. Accoutrements. I can't read. Oh, hey, a bigger fairy coming up now. You know she's boss level because she's got an escort. My, I believe that's... Oh, the tiara! And now they've placed the Mage Stone's adorned tiara upon her head. Interesting. So they crafted a hot couture crown for the larger fairy. The gemstone color does match her dress nicely. Veil, this isn't the time, we're at a crime scene! Shining like gold, she towers over other fairies, her beautiful wings aflutter. Thus is she revered by a diminutive brethren. My editor is gonna have so much fun. There is no mistake, that is the queen of the Feyland where the smaller fairies gather. What? She's the fairy queen? If she's outside her domain at this time of year, there's one likely explanation. Night Raven College's botanic garden has been selected as the venue for the Fairy Gala. I beg your pardon? The Fairy Gala? Dear, oh God, goodness gracious me! The Fairy Gala is a festival that the fairies hold to usher in spring. Oh, that sounds fun. Supposedly, they celebrate the turning of the season with fancy outfits and glitzy fashion show to showcase them. Let's just shoo off those stupid fairies and take the Mage Stone back, Leona! No, you can't! The Fairy Gala is no mere celebration of fairy fashion. It is specifically a festival to herald the arrival of spring. If it were to be interrupted or spoiled, that would incur the fairies' wrath, and Twisted Wonderland would be forever enveloped in winter's cold, harsh embrace. Just what we need. Forces of nature who throw temper tantrums when someone makes them mad. Fairies can be surprisingly stubborn and petty. Oh, for real? I mean, Tinkerbell! Tinkerbell was a little petty little bitch, but like she was my favorite, and when I was a kid, I wanted to be Tinkerbell so bad. You'll find precious few as mild-mannered as myself. The Fairy Gala's post-event festivities can easily run 3 months. 3 months? No school! Without the Mage Stone, temperatures across campus will remain in a state of chaos. We cannot hold classes under such conditions! I say we all work together to take it back. Oh no. Hi. Why do you all look so positively unenthused? Here we go with the same old story. A self-important grown-up dumping unpleasant work on his students. Oh, dear, calling him out though! You're right. That being unable to hold classes is a serious problem. But is it on the students have any business addressing? Head mage is the one responsible for campus affairs. As a student, I fail to see how any of this is my job. Get him, baby! Get him! Pull his hair out! Goodness, I know temperatures are in flux, but you needn't all be so unseasonably cold! Even so, I had a feeling you'd respond thusly. I'm afraid school is cancelled until the Fairy Gala concludes and the air conditioning is fixed. Thank God! School's cancelled! Sweet! However, missing 3 months of classes means I won't be able to advance you to your next year of studies. What? The entire student body will be held back, and yourselves included. What? That, I'm suing. I'm suing. Preposterous me! Held back a year! That's unacceptable for me as well. It would be devastating to my public image. I'm perfectly fine with canceling classes, but it simply wouldn't do for all of you. And I, being the kind soul that I am, can hardly disregard your feelings on that matter. Look at him fucking smile. Look at that smile. Fuck you, Crowley. Fuck you. Then we have an arrangement? Wonderful. Let's all work to overcome this adversity together. So, in review, you have 2 tasks. 1. See the Fairy Gala through the completion. 2. Take back the Mage Stone. With that established, I open up the floor to discussion. You fucking leave. Say, Malleus, you're a Fae like the Queen, right? What if you went up and were like, hey, excuse me, that stone is valuable to us. Can we have it back? The Fae are no monolithic entity. We come in many different varieties. There are Flora Fae, Light Fae, Fauna Fae, everything from Listful Fae to dragons like myself, fall under the same broad umbrella. Were I to so much as set foot in their gala, those tiny fairies would grow frightened and scatter to the wind. If reasoning with them is off the table, then our only option left is force. If any inconspicuous solution is our aim, then what if we crafted an imitation tiara and swapped it for the real one? As an actor, I can tell you the most jewelry used in movie filming is just imitation costume jewelry. As far as I could tell, those fairies were only regarding the Mage Stone as a pretty rock. A counterfeit would go unnoticed as long as it remains aesthetically identical. Sneaking into the fairy gala, reaching the tiara and swapping it out with a fake. That's quite the cunning plan. However, there's one snag. It hinges on having some manner of magic spell or item that disguises someone as a fairy. A prospect as unrealistic as it is. In stock! What? Whoa there! I recognize that voice. Greetings, headmage, my little imps. You seem to be in a bit of a bind. Why am I not surprised you have an internal radar for desperate customers? Oh, sorry. Business opportunities. Nah, my friends in the shadows tipped me off, actually. A vial full of golden power. I take it that's fairy dust. Why, yes, good eye, my horned imp friend. Fairy dust is the source of power for the fairies living in the Feyland. The way I hear it, no dust, no flying, fluttering, or even floating for them. Feyland fairies keep themselves coated in the stuff at all times, which means, conversely, anyone with fairy dust sprinkled on them counts as part of the crew. With this, you could sneak into the party like you were planning. I hear the Feylanders treasure fairy dust so much, they appoint an official dust guard to safeguard it. And yet, you have an entire vial of it in your hand. How did you come to acquire it, Sam? Trade secret, I'm afraid. I'll be purchasing that fairy dust. Bill it to the school. Fucking pro. Just bill the school. I'm not paying for it. Thanks. Pleasure doing business with you. This is a tiny vial. This much dust won't be enough to cloak every house warden present. We'll have to nominate someone to infiltrate the fairy gala. Ooh, I wonder who will that be? Our nominee will need to carry himself with grace and refinement. We'll also need convincingly glamorous attire, of course. Indeed. The ideal infiltrator will need to know his way around parties for the upper crust. Oh, I wonder who will that be? What? Do I have something on my face? Hey, don't look at me like that. As poor an excuse for nobility as he is, Leona is a royal, and Karim is the heir to the most prominent and wealthy family in all of the Scandaling Sands. Yes, I should think they both know their way around the gala. Leona and Karim get my vote. Are we done here? Okay, GG. Fucking idea. I wasn't invited to start with. Aww. So I'll just see myself out. A smart baby. And there you have it, boys. The continued peace and well-being of our school is in your hands. Well, isn't it always? Count me in. I'm all too happy to help. Well, count me out. Why should I have anything to do with this infiltrating some dumb party? Let me be clear. I hate schmoozing. Galas, gag balls. Gag balls? Oh, no, period. Gag balls? Barf, etc., etc. King Scholar, consider the possibility that a sim fails in his endeavor and spring is not forthcoming. Wouldn't you be amongst those most affected by that state of affairs as a feline beast man? A perpetual winter would sap you of your drive. Savannah Claw has many Beastmen students, and I imagine that temperature change do them no favors. They'd have trouble staying active. Your dorm's performance and energy would plummet drastically. Are you willing to accept that risk? Fine, whatever. Woohoo! A fairy party! This is so exciting! Say, is it okay if I bring Jemmy along for this? Oh, of course, baby! By all means. In fact, I insist you do. I'd certainly rest a lot easier that way. You could use an attendant yourself, King Scholar. Someone to keep you honest and prevent you from stealing away the moment I'm not watching. How about Howl, your fellow Savannah Claw student? He's a diligent sort. Are you serious? That guy's the textbook definition of inflexible. And with him around, no, oh yeah, that's right. Hold up, Jack got a busy schedule. You gotta let him know in advance. You can't just throw this upon him. Baby boy needs an advance notice. He's a busy man. He gets up at 6 a.m. He jogs at 8 a.m. He got a schedule, baby. Point is, I'm ruling him out. Make it ruggy. Do you trust me or not? If you don't, take me off the infiltration team. How can a student of this school be so selfish when his home away from home is facing crisis? I'll assign you as a gopher. A mediator, who will report back to me in a timely manner. Could it be who I think it is? What can I do? I'm not doing shit! I see, yet another absurd assignment is coming. Grim! It's as hot as a desert at Ramshackle Door. The whole place is gonna be uninhabitable for those among the living if someone doesn't do something about this. Stat! I knew it! Ami and Grim, you're getting on the Fairy Gala too, huh? What? I didn't agree to shit. All these herbivores. I'm not some sheepdog for the record, then what are you? You don't have to be afraid, Leona. I'll make sure to look after you. Excuse me? Your job is to keep an eye on the infiltrators and ensure they don't cause problems at the Fairy Gala. You expect me to be able to Bro, these fuckers don't listen to me! The success of this operation is riding on you! Riding on this dick! What? Karim, why must you always sign up for trouble on the spot? Oh, leave him alone! He's a baby! Leona, you have got to stop dragging me into these messes! You just want to dump all your dirty work on me. But everybody needs our help. I'm sure if we all put our heads together, we'll do just fine. Oh, get over it. It's not like I want to be here either. Oh my god. If you want me in, give me at least 10 thaw marks. An hour for my time, then we can talk. Get that shmoney, honey. Are you guys okay for leaving the campus? I hope you don't got any luck, honey. Grr, that would be unacceptable. If Karim got held back a year, I would be an embarrassment to the Asim family name. We're not in a position to say no at this point. Regardless, let's do as Ami suggested and get to work on a plan. All we have to do is swap out the tiara, right? Sounds like enough of a plan to me. The tiara is sitting on the queen's head, right? We need to work out how to make the actual switch. Can't we just use magic to levitate it all sneaky like off her head? Fae are much more sensitive to magic than humans are. Can't you tell that much from Malleus? This is the queen of the Faeland we're talking about. We should assume they will immediately notice even the slightest use of magic. A bunch of mages that can't use magic at all. Cool. That's a tight constraint right out of the gate. Don't be thick. That's where you come in, Ruggy. You'll swap the tiara the queen's wearing for the fake one. Oh, so we get Ruggy to do all the dirty work? Directly. By hand. Wait, what? Me? Why are you making the baby do it? Speaking of cards. Wouldn't that be easier to spot than magic? Not for Ruggy. He's got sticky fingers and the skills to back it up. It's sitting right on her head, out in the open just begging to be swept. That makes this way harder, actually. I can't think of anyone better suited to this plan than Ruggy. I'm on board with your idea, Leona. So Ruggy, how many seconds do you need to switch one tiara for another? Accounting for the size of the tiara and the kind of surroundings we'll be in, I'd say about 15 seconds, cause he a fast little hyena. He said 10 seconds. You shaved 5 seconds off my estimate. Leona! Yeah, because I know you. You added some breathing room, didn't you? Let the boy breathe! Either way, I'm gonna need the queen distracted the whole time for this to work at all. So you need 10 seconds of full distraction. How would one draw attention at the Fairy Gala safely, and without raising suspicion? What better way to celebrate than with a parade? We could throw a big fancy one that leaves the queen totally starstruck. Ah, the classic Karim solution. Throw money and bodies at problems to make them go away. Did you just forget about our limited supply of fairy dust? The Fairy Gala's centerpiece event is a fashion show, right? Anything goes on the runway, apparently. Dancing, singing, it's all fair game as long as it celebrates spring. Myself, Karim, and Leona will draw the whole venue's attention at the fashion show. While the queen's distracted, Ruggy, Grim, and Ami will switch out her tiara. Wait, why do I have to do it? The head mage just had to go and open his mouth. I'll be counting on you guys. Our success is riding on you. Huh, well, let's make this fashion show a smash hit. Wow, what's this group of amateurs even supposed to accomplish? Our secret weapons to ensure success. Really? A fashion show? With this group? More like a potato parade. Did he say potato? It's training time, pups. I heard pups. Great. Just great. Oh my god, it's the boys! Bill and Professor Cruel! Oh my god, the baddest man in the building is here. You'll be the stars of the fashion show with our support. Isn't that right, Professor Cruel? But of course, Schönheit. Jamil, do you have any idea what you've signed us up for? Phil is the top model, and Professor Cruel is a fashion mavern of his own right. Is he? I was not aware. Getting their help is the only way to succeed. period. Otherwise, we amateurs will just embarrass ourselves on stage. Guaranteed. Your aim is to keep the queens? No. The entire venue's gaze riveted upon you. And steal the tiara while doing so. I call it Operation Steal the Show, and steal you shall, or my name isn't Vil Schönheit. Alright, first off, we'll need to ensure you're all properly dressed. Everybody gets a fitting. Really? Even the ones not in the show? You still have to blend in with the fairies at the gala. I'm not about to let my pups show up to a formal affair dirty and ungroomed. Oh my god, look at the babies! Oh my god! What do you think? Are they looking sufficiently well groomed? I have to hand it to you, Professor Cruel. The outfits have deliberately muted colors to better highlight the beauty of the wearers, giving them a stoic, mysterious look. That was more tiring than spell drive training. This is a pretty normal when having outfits tailored, right, Leona? Of course he would know. Pretty much. Subtle. Cool. Cool, bro. Don't relax just yet. Even a silk shirt can look like a paper bag if the one wearing it doesn't move with beauty and grace. Let's see how well the lot of you can strut. You just want us to walk? I can do that in my sleep. I feel like walking is a lot harder to figure out when trying to do it as conscious action. Don't psych yourself out, just relax and put one foot after the other. Leona hair flip. Oh, yeah, I did it! I must say, I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting you to be half this graceful. Consider me impressed, Jamil. You humble me with your praise, Vid. You are rather poised yourself, Kani. Perhaps home tutoring does make a difference. Wow, you think? You're making me blush. And on the other side... What? What was that utter absmolgite? What? I walk the same as the Scarabia guys. You most certainly did not. You have none of Jamil's flexibility and Karim's class. Your feet dragged along the ground, your posture is atrocious, your head bobs whenever you walk, and your swagger like some kind of ruffian. Some prince you are. Are you sure you're not just the royal jester? Actually, no. Saying that does a disservice to jesters everywhere. I think for a pup as poorly trained as King Scholar here, we'll need to start the basics, walking on 2 legs. I think you have the right idea, Professor Cruel. We can't expect an elegant performance from Leona when he doesn't have the fundamentals of walking down. As loath as I am to admit it, Leona could make an eye-catching main model if we leverage that air of smug superiority he gives off. As for you two, Scarabia gentlemen, I give your runway walks 10 across the board. It's time for you to move on and try a dance. Your job will be to deliver a dance performance that livens up the venue and gives your sorely lacking main model some much-needed punch-up. I question if the two of us are good enough to cover how bad Leona is. We'll give it our best. I told Leona I'd look after him, and I will. I'm embarrassed to be a part of Savannah Claw right now. Sorry, my dorm house warden is giving you guys such extra work. Okay, I'm starting to get real sick of it. Quiet! I will not tolerate no pointless yipping. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Here's the plan, pups. Take lessons from Schönheit and put on the best possible performance you can. Ugh, ouch. Sorry, didn't mean to snack into you again. Aww. You were supposed to take a step forward there. Your movements are smooth and crisp, but you're still making a lot of basic errors. Conversely, Jamil, your steps are technically beyond reproach. But remember that a dance that's too perfect can appear lifeless. Thank you, Vid. Hey, Vid, Ami, Graham and I are just dropping in to see how practice is going. Oh, hey, Leona. Hope you're not skipping out on... Whoa, what's the deal there? Oh, no. He's got vase sitting on his head and shoulders? What? Vil, take these stupid things off of me now. This is an essential step in fixing your posture. Keep going until you can walk a full lap around the room without spilling any water. You little... Oh my god! Well, Leona's soaked. Guy looks like he just went for a swim. And don't worry, I'll be happy to refill your vase every single time they run out of water. Nope, that's it, I'm done. It can stay winter the rest of my life for all I care. Anything beats all this clowning around. We need a change of plan. There is nothing for you to worry about. I will ensure the success of Operation Steal the Show. My professional pride demands nothing less. There's only one surefire way to succeed. Drilling until your muscle memory couldn't forget even if it wanted to. Ow, shit! Did he just hit them? Ah! Yikes, he just gave them a magical kick in the pants. Get up, you three. From this point forward, if you sit without my express permission, you're doing 500 squats. Oh, not the squats, honey, not the squats. Who are you to order me to do anything? Bill Schonheit, world-class supermodel. That's who. That's right, queen. Ow! Owie! Oh, cut him! Don't please make him cut him cry! Ow! Real glad I'm not those guys right now. Oh no!